Hello everyone, today I wanted to come here to give you guys a little update on everything that's been going on so far here for us this year. It's been so cold here in New York. Oh my god, we moved to a little bit of a colder location than we were before, and it's been very cold. We had a really big snowstorm here on the 19th and the 20th. We got a lot of snow here. After that, we're having this cold blasting going on, which currently the temperature is in the single digits for us in Fahrenheit. And I just looked this morning and it was minus 14 Celsius. It was really cold. And at this point, I'm not sure how the things that I have outside that I was planning to overwinter is going to do. So we will have to keep an eye on that. This year, I feel like since December, it's been so cold here for us. So I am now a little bit concerned about my seed starting dates, and I might be adjusting that to reflect this cold winter that we're having. So I'm using a few different methods to start seeds this year. I have started lots of my native seeds already with the winter sowing method, and now I'm going to be moving on to starting more things indoors, and I'm going to try to do soil blocking for the first time this year. So I've got a little box here. And I got a soil blocker from the gardener's workshop. It's a very small one. I got the smallest one because I planning to start my cool flowers with that. And since I want to start lots of them, I wanted this small size so I can make, I think it's like 20 blocks with this and then start lots of seeds that way. But because this is so small, and I've read that with soil blocking, things tend to grow a little faster. I'm going to start my cool flower seeds a little bit later this year than I was anticipating, maybe by a couple weeks. So I have my binder here that I have organized already with all the cool flowers. I had some here saying that I was supposed to start these seeds in between January 25th and 31st. I might be starting this in February. I don't know. I'm going to talk with some other friends that do soil blocking too, and after I talk to them I will decide, and I'll let you guys know here too. I have also organized my vegetable seeds already all by starting dates, so this one has more starting dates because I'm going to start different kinds of vegetables at different times. So if you watch my organizing video, I like to organize in these binders. And now one thing that I forgot to mention there is that I put tags on the sides with the weeks so I know what to start. And I have already picked all the vegetable seeds and the flowers that I'm going to grow for this year too. So they're all in this binder vegetable wise, and I have so many things here. I also got these huge boxes here with the GreenStalk seed starting trays. So this one is a black one that we're gonna open together. It's the brand new seed starting trays, and I have a green one down there that I have already opened because I couldn't control myself and got curious, but I wanted to do unboxing with you guys too. So we'll do that in a minute. Since I have this little box in here, let me just show you guys what the rest of the stuff I have in here. Farmer Defense sent me this leaves for the garden. They reached out to me and wanted to send me some to try, and I got the metal, I think, one with these little flowers. They have all different kinds of patterns in there, and this is something that I wanted to try for a little bit. I always see lots of people sharing about it on Instagram, and during the summer I do get my arms all kind of itchy after harvesting and being outside for a while, especially when I used to go to the plot later in the day when I was in New York City, close to sunset. Oh my god, I got attacked by all kinds of things that would bite me. And sometimes too, with harvesting and pruning, I used to get like itchy on my arms. So I'm super excited to use this just to protect the arm, and I'll share more about it when I start using it. But just wanted to show you guys because they already sent to me, and I really appreciate that. So they also gave me an affiliate code in case you guys want to try some, so I'll make sure to put that in the description box down below too. And now let me move this around. I'm going to show you the seed trays from GreenStalk. Those are big boxes, so I need some space. And we're going to open this black one here. The black one comes with the black writings here in the box, and the green one, they came in individual boxes because they're so big, comes with green writing, which is cool too. So let's do the one that I haven't opened yet. together so you see everything that's inside. Open it here. Here it is. So I've got the seed starter tray, which you can see here is huge. This is my hand next to it for comparison. And they also sent the GreenStalk magazine with the pre-orders. So if you pre-ordered, you got the GreenStalk magazine too. And there's some stickers like they always send, and some of the instructions. Let me see if these ones are different. Which usually is free seeds. This time I got spinach, which is great. You can see it's huge, really big. I love the size. So I might actually end up starting my cool season seeds for the GreenStalks on these earlier, since they will be able to hang out in here and become bigger plants until it's time to plant them out. The seedling cells here come with this open sides, which is for air pruning, and there's a hole in the bottom, so it's easy for you to pop the seedlings out. Oops. So that's cool. And then comes with this planning guide too, which I'm definitely going to use. Look at that, super cool. So you can plan what you're gonna grow, and it's like lettered, and here on the trays you can also see the letters. See, so that's easy. So then you can just, you know, whatever you're planning right in here, you can then add in here, and then it's easy for you to know what everything is without having to label it, which is cool. We can label it if you want, obviously. So that's cool. And then the other things about this, it has this handle so you can pull the tray out, and there's an extra tray on the bottom. That one is to hold the water, and you put this one here. This tray still has some drainage holes, which is great. You can put them all together like this to store, which is awesome. And then you can use this tray with the handle for your harvests. So then you also got a little harvest basket situation with that too. So that's really cool. And I'm just going to put this back over here so I can show you the green one. I bought one and they sent me one, so I can have one in each color to show you guys. Woo! This one is the green. I mean, the green is beautiful. I actually love the green because I have the GreenStalk too. I have two of them on this color. They have a green and I love it. So that's the same size but just different color. Because they are very big, two of them will fit in one shelf of my grow rack setup in the back, and we'll take a walk over there too so I can show you how the foxglove, the pansies, and the lisianthus that we have already started are looking right now. Okay, so that was a little hard to see when I get here because I'm behind the light, but hopefully that'll be okay with you guys. You can see that I have three trays over here, and I have the lisianthus have been up potted. You can barely see them because they're so tiny. I have potted them to these big trays over here, and I have to put some vermiculite on top because they had a lot of algae growth. If you can see here, I left some open for you guys to see. But there are seedlings in there. If you look very close, you can see them. They just take forever to grow, the lisianthus, so we'll see how they would do for us this year. Here are the foxgloves. They are huge. Some of them. This is the ones that I separated first. I'm gonna bring it lower so it's easier to see. They're huge. I'll bring them to the front so I can talk about them. It's easier to be out there. And then I will give you guys an update about the pansies too. Okay, it's easier for me to show them to you guys from here. So I have two batches of foxgloves in here. If you remember, they were grown in the tiny little takeout container. I separated them together with you guys for these trays over here at the same day that I sold the pansies from seed. So I'm going to take one out here. And this is how they look. They are huge. They probably are, what, 4 inches now? And at this size, I wanted to start acclimating them outside. Or not really acclimating, because I want to kind of trick them to flower this year. They're usually biannuals, or actually this variety is a biannual. And I was thinking to just start putting them out during the day and bringing them back at night to have them think it's fall, and then I'll plant them out about 6 to 8 weeks before our last frost day. But it's so cold that I do not feel comfortable doing that because it's below freezing all the time. So if it warms up in the next couple weeks, I might start bringing them out. If not, I might have to up-pot them. These ones here, I up-potted after, and they are doing great. These ones on this side are a little bit bigger than this, but these are looking like they have plenty of space still on these bigger seed trays. So they will probably stay here all the way until I'm ready to plant them outside. And since I have this here, actually, let's make a comparison with the GreenStalk seed tray so you can see the difference on the size. Okay, so let's just compare so you see how much bigger this is. I'll take this foxglove again, and this is usually the size of the seedling cell that I start things in. It's quite small. This one is just much bigger in height. You can see them side by side, and also if I flip them like this, you can see that this one is much nicer. So I even think that you could start some deep-rooted things here, like sweet peas or beans and stuff like that. And for the pansies, I wanted to start them early because, as you can see, they take forever to grow. So I have here 3 different varieties. We started this together. These 2 here, so the nature shades, and this one's with the brush strokes. And then this one was a pansy mix. This one germinated wonderfully. It was the first one to germinate, and these guys took forever to germinate, and some of them ended up not even germinating. So what I did, I got whatever was double in here and transplanted to this side. So the whole thing now, it's a mix, because where I had empty pockets, I just put the extra seedlings from the same cells in there. And you can see here too that I also have some algae growth on the top of the soil over here. For some reason this always happens to me, and vermiculite can help with that. That's why I put the vermiculite on top of the lisianthus, especially because the lisianthus are so tiny. They're going to be small for so long. The algae can really compete with them, I heard, from light and nutrients. So I'm going to probably try to put some in here for the pansies too, since they're taking so long to grow. But something like that, like this foxgloves that get tall really fast and shade the soil, I usually don't have a problem with having to put vermiculite or anything like that. These plants also feel very dry now that I'm taking them out, so I definitely need to water them before putting them back there. And once they are all germinated like this, I bottom water them. I think I have some extra water here left over from tea that I had earlier. It's not as hot anymore. Let's just water with this so you guys can see. So I'll just put water on the bottom of the tray. I remove this cell over here, and the soil now is going to absorb the water from the bottom up, and the roots will get water that way too. And that will avoid watering from the top, since I have so much algae growth already. I don't want to keep the top moist. And I heard that algae growth is usually a problem with overwatering, but I usually do try to let my seedlings dry out a bit before I water them again. So I'm not really sure. Just know that every time it happens, it doesn't seem to hurt the plants very much, because it happens every time, and my seedlings are fine every time. I have not fertilized the seedlings yet. They have grown to this size all with the food that was already in the potting soil, so that's why I like to start my seeds with potting soil instead of seedling starting mix. I am very bad about fertilizing. Even if I put a reminder on my phone or something, I always feel like I forget to fertilize. So for me, I found that the best way to start them, just to start them in potting soil, regular potting soil, let them grow, you know, eat the nutrients in there. If then I remember to fertilize here and there, they won't suffer so much for not being fertilized at all, like I did in my early years in the past. So if you do think that the potting soil that you bought is too barky when starting seeds, you can always sift it, or just put it through something and strain it, let's say, so the coarse part stays on top and you just end up with the light fluffy part underneath. I used to do that. I don't do it anymore. But that's the update for my currently growing seedlings. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. I will link the video where I started this right here on the side, so you can watch that next. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next time.